Shocking statement. Bigger isn't safer for everyone. The elevated hoods common on modern pickups are linked to higher pedestrian risk, and some trucks on our list add reliability landmines on top of that. Today, we're revealing 13 pickups that look tough but hide costly compromises. Emissions hardware that ages badly, launchier gremlins, and trims that deliver less truck for more money. We'll show you where owners felt burned, how the tech evolved, and why certain configurations are a gamble if you don't truly need their niche capability. Number 1. Ford F-150 Lightning. Hook up a 5,000-pound trailer and watch the range melt. Solo, the Lightning feels quick, quiet, and confident. Under load, it gets finicky. Highway towing can cut range by half or worse, and cold weather stacks heat demand on top of aerodynamic drag. Early fast charging sessions slowed hard after the initial ramp, and weak preconditioning on some trips added time you can't plan away. The heavy battery also eats into payload, so certain trims post work truck numbers that underwhelm. Software now routes to chargers smarter, but physics still wins. For short, repeatable routes with home charging, it's great. Long-haul towing, not so much. Number 2. Tesla Cybertruck. Dent-resistant stainless sounds tough, but can you actually fix it after a scrape? The Cybertruck's exoskeleton needs specialized tools, trained shops, and parts only Tesla supplies, so simple mishaps can sideline you. Early owners reported orange staining on panels, plus wiper and front glitches. Steer-by-wire and a unique tire size add cost and uncertainty, with limited replacement options. Body panels demand tight alignment, and stainless can crack if repaired incorrectly. Insurers price that risk in, and estimates run higher than aluminum-bodied trucks. It's a groundbreaking package, yes, but the repair ecosystem isn't ready, turning fender benders into expensive invoices. Number 3. Ram 1500 Eco Diesel. Diesel torque sounds smart for towing, until the emission stack hits your wallet. Early Ram 1500 Eco Diesel years ran into EGR cooler failures, DPF clogging, and SCR systems that flagged faults when DEF heaters quit in cold weather. Owners saw post-warranty bills pile up as soot-related maintenance returned sooner than expected, and software reflashes tried to balance drivability with emissions targets. Recalls and TSBs targeted EGR and emissions controls, with some warranty extensions and buyback discussions noted. Later updates improved some failure modes, but casual users often lose the fuel savings math to upkeep costs. When torque isn't enough, the badge alone can't carry a niche truck. Number 4. Nissan Titan. Strong V8, comfortable ride, so why did it vanish from shopping lists? Limited trims and a smaller dealer footprint made service slower and parts hunts tougher, especially for the rare XD feature updates lagged behind rivals and accessory catalogs stayed thin. Fleet buyers never showed up, so resale softened and the aftermarket stayed quiet. The XD's Cummins pitch blurred the mission without beating established tow ratings or pricing, leaving it stranded between classes. Sales slid, owner communities shrank, and discontinuation talk chilled confidence. As a standalone truck, it works. As a long-term buy, it's exposed. Weak resale, uncertain parts flow, and little product momentum. Number 5. Chevrolet Colorado. Base trim. The base Colorado sticker hooks you, then reality sets in when you ask it to do truck work. Tow package? Not standard. Shorter gearing and lighter cooling show up fast when you load it. You'll also miss integrated trailer brakes, helpful camera views, and bed utilities buyers expect. Basic infotainment and fewer safety aids drag on daily use and resale. Add OEM towing, bed storage, and driver assist features after purchase, and you'll often outspend a mid-trim that included them from the factory. Sparse specs limit the buyer pool later, pushing depreciation higher. Cheapest upfront, most expensive later if you actually need capability. Number 6. GMC Canyon. Base trim. You pay for the badge and expect substance, but the base Canyon pairs it all back. Cloth seats, simpler screens, and limited driver aids feel out of step with the premium image. Tow ratings sag without factory packages, and the bed arrives without the handy rails and lighting buyers want. Step beside an AT4 or Denali, and the gap is obvious. Integrated trailer brakes, cameras, bed utilities, and richer interiors are baked in. Here's the kicker. Insurance and financing barely change. while retrofitting costs balloon. Price analyses show the jump to a mid-trim often undercuts aftermarket add-on costs. Entry Canyon buys you image. Real value sits one rung higher. Number 7. Ford Maverick. The Maverick wins hearts on price and MPG until a dealer adds thousands. That extra market adjustment pushes it out of budget hero territory fast, especially on the hybrid that depends on fuel savings to make sense. Run the numbers. A $3,000 to $6,000 markup can erase years of fuel advantage versus an EcoBoost bought closer to sticker. Scarcity, strict allocations, and long order bank weights pressure buyers into paying premiums or grabbing used units above MSRP. Owner surveys show higher satisfaction at MSRP, lower when paying over. At sticker, it's brilliant. Pay big markups, and you bought hype, not value. Number 8. Jeep Gladiator. You want Wrangler fun with the bed. The catch shows up fast. The Gladiator's longer wheelbase drags its belly on ledges, hurting breakover on moderate trails and tight obstacles. On-road, the soft top, boxy shape, and upright windshield add wind roar and highway fatigue, while aerodynamics tank miles per gallon versus sleeker midsize rivals. Towing confidence hinges on axle ratios and cooling. Base gearing feels strained on grades and in heat. Payload and tow numbers look fine on paper, then shrink without the right packages. Early owners flagged recalls and refinement complaints. It's a great toy, compromised truck. Use it for open-air weekends, not weekday hauling. Number 9. Toyota Tundra. Toyota's name pulls you in, but the 2022 to 2024 redesign brought turbo and hybrid risks. Early owners met wastegate actuator failures, oil leaks, and driveline quirks that didn't fit the old V8 playbook. Parts shortages stretched repairs, so even small faults meant long downtime. Recalls and TSBs targeted actuators and sealing, while software and parts revisions adjusted heat management and control logic. Some owners saw smoother boost and fewer faults after updates. Others waited for components and loaners. Out of warranty, complex turbo and hybrid fixes get pricey fast. Later, builds improved, but first-run buyers did the testing. Number 10. Rivian R1T. Quad motors and a gear tunnel sell adventure. What catches owners is the support network. Early build variances meet a thin service center map, so a sticky door seal or a failed tonneau can sideline you for weeks while parts travel. Some first units saw 12-volt auxiliary battery hiccups and firmware that needed steady over-the-air updates. Heavy curb weight plus racks, tents, or small trailer trims range quicker than marketing suggests, forcing extra charging stops. Number 11. Chevrolet Silverado 2.7-liter turbo. A 2.7-liter four-cylinder in a Silverado sounds thrifty, until you hook up weight. Under towing, the turbo stays lit, temps climb, and fuel economy tanks. The torquey plateau helps at launch, but NVH rises as boost holds, and the cabin feels busier than with a V8. Early L3B iterations drew timing chain and lifter concerns, with later revisions aimed at improving durability. Number 12. Ram 2500 Mega Cab. Big seats and a lounge-like rear row sell comfort. But as a commuter, the Ram 2500 Mega Cab is punishing. The HD suspension and long wheelbase ride stiff and chew through pricey LT tires and big brake sets. Fuel economy sinks in stop-and-go traffic. Diesel models add DEF costs, DPF regions that short trips interrupt, and potential oil dilution. Insurance runs higher, and garage or mall parking becomes a chore due to length and height. Owner cost logs show short trip regions and added maintenance stacking up. Versus a Ram 1500, total expenses climb. It's fantastic for fifth wheels. For coffee runs, it drains your wallet. Number 13. Ford Ranger. The Ranger name hits nostalgia, but new model pricing creeps into full-size money fast. Here's the kicker. Discounted F-150S head often land near the same out-the-door price, while the midsize gives you less cab space, lower payload, and smaller tow ratings. Option packaging pushes upsells. Want safety and trailering tech? You're buying bundles. Early availability constraints and dealer add-ons nudge totals higher. The Turbo 4 works for daily use, but highway miles per gallon isn't wildly better than larger trucks. Add early recall and TSB activity, and risk climbs for first buyers. At the right price, it's solid. At inflated MSR pass, you're paying more to get less. Across these 13, a pattern repeats. Tech novelty, emissions add-ons, base trim bait, and size mismatch create predictable pain. Marketing shouts capability, but most owners don't use it and pay through depreciation, maintenance, or safety trade-offs. Launch year engineering risk shows up as early recalls and software fixes. Emissions and thermal stress under load trigger cost spirals. Sparse specs haunt resale when buyers want to tech and safety features. The cheapest, toughest, or flashiest truck becomes a liability when its engineering and purpose don't match how you actually drive. Skip the swagger and map your use to hardware that actually delivers. Daily commute, weekend mulch runs, light towing, or heavy fifth-wheel hauling. Each demands different cooling, gearing, brakes, and tech. Drop a comment with how you really use your truck, then spec one trim and package that fits. No more, no less. We'll help pressure test it against your miles, loads, and terrain.